Do you know the best way to generate high-quality leads that turn into clients and grow your law practice fast? And this works in any niche of the law, as long as you're a plaintiff law firm. So here's a sample of quality of the leads that I'm talking about. This is in personal injury. So my son was bit by my boyfriend's dad's dog almost a year ago, resulting in losing part of his nose. I was told he would pay the medical bill from then, and there's 3 surgeries that are coming up, but no compensation has been made. And you can see the quality of the lead right there is incredible. I was attacked by 2 pit bulls, and I thought they were going to eat me. My 2.5-year-old son was bit by a dog in the face. It resulted in 3 stitches. His father lied about what happened to the doctor, but I have proof. So these are obviously personal injury cases, but this is the type of quality on lead that I'm talking about. And here's an example. You can see the date and the number of leads coming in. These are just form completions. This doesn't even include phone calls, which is about 2 to 3 times the size of form inquiries. And here's a screenshot of phone calls coming in, 365 calls from January 1st to May 12th. And this is across a few different clients. And here's a testimonial. In 6 weeks, I signed up, thank God, I think 8 cases. These are personal injury cases. I don't know what you guys do, but I've done the whole gamut. I've done TV for over a year, much more expensive than you, and literally got very few cases. And I tried you guys in nothing. I mean, nothing is like this, nothing. Couple more. We were skeptical at first, because I get these offers all the time. I can honestly say these guys do produce. In 2.5 months, we have signed up 16 cases. Again, another personal injury firm. Of all the marketing campaigns I've done over the course of the 42 years, this has been the most effective. And then here's a testimonial right here. What I'm most impressed about is results. And $1 makes 7. That's a 7-to-1 return on marketing investment. So these are real results. And who am I? My name's Kevin Williams. I'm the owner of Legal Dynasty, and I've been a full-time search marketing professional for 12 years. I've worked at top 50 marketing agency in the U.S. called Martino & Binzer. They're here in Connecticut. Managed nearly $10 million of ad spend. That's probably higher now, and have generated thousands of leads in my career, and published numerous articles in various publications regarding marketing, internet marketing strategies, and all about marketing on the search engines. And I've generated thousands of cases for law firms all across the country. And what do most lawyers do, and why are they not generating many new clients? Well, you think about traditional forms of advertising. You have newspaper ads, billboards, TV. This stuff's very expensive. Radio, it's all outdated. It's very expensive, and you're shouting out into the void, hoping that somebody hears your message and comes back. Now, the internet has turned things on its head. Now you can use Google. And I'm not talking about SEO, and you may have tried Google in the past, but we take a different approach, and I think you'd be interested in hearing just the next couple of minutes about what I have to say and how we approach it differently than everyone else. And what's the biggest difference between Google and all these other forms of advertising? Well, when somebody's searching on Google, they're a red hot lead. If somebody's searching for an attorney, a lawyer, or a law firm, they're red hot. And these people are much closer to becoming a client than someone that's interrupted you with advertising like billboard, TV, radio. The only thing standing in their way is if they don't qualify because they're not a fit for your firm, their case, or they're not a client that fits what you can service, or you can't close them, or they go to a different competitor. Those are the only 3 reasons I've seen people not be able to close leads. Now, I don't think I need to explain that Google has trillions of searches every year. This is just from 2016, over 3 trillion searches, and it's just going up and up. We're in 2018, that number is huge. They don't even reveal that information anymore. So Google, it's the new yellow pages. It's going to be that way for a long time, and especially in the legal niche, but it is cutthroat. And I'm going to be honest with you, it is cutthroat, but it is the #1 way to generate leads via the internet for a long time to come. So people may tell you about social media, SEO, all these other forms of digital marketing, and there's really no tricks, but people that are searching are the reddest hot leads out there. So if you aren't generating leads from Google, then you're really missing out big time. And, there's a difference between SEO and paid advertising on Google. And SEO is great. It's a long-term investment for a business, but, there's only really one way to generate leads in less than 1 week and be at the top of the different search phrases for hundreds of keywords and keyword variations. With SEO, you're going to take time. People say it's free, but really you got to pay a firm, especially in the legal niche. If you're paying in a city for a firm for your services, likely you're going up a competition of people who are paying for services. And to be honest, you don't know which phrases to rank for until you run a paid advertising campaign. And I'll explain more in a minute. So Google AdWords is great for local businesses. So here's an advantage you get when you use Google AdWords for firms. So you can get your address to show up. If this firm had a number of reviews on their local business profile, which is linked to their ad, they could get a 5-star rating. So they would have 5 stars, orange 5 stars that would stand out. And this dramatically improves the performance of the ads. So, this is a trick where you can integrate your local listing with and display some information, your phone number, your hours, and other information, like I said, reviews, when you link these two together. So this is one advantage to local businesses. Now, Google has changed a lot over the years, and they've rolled out some big changes in the past 2 to 3 years. So I started back in 2006. This is a screenshot from 2008, and you can see the results. They were very apparent about where their ads were. They had them highlighted in yellow on the top, and then they were aligned on the right. And, the ads took up minimal space. You're only allowed 25-character headline and 2 description lines of 35 characters each. So it was very small classified ads that you're running. Everything else, the other results that the arrow's not pointing to, that's SEO. And that's how your website is indexing Google. The other stuff, people are paying to be there. Now, here's a screenshot from results recently. This is 2018 results. And look at these top 4 results. Personal injury lawyer, Brooklyn. Every single result is ads. Look how much bigger these ads are than the ads on the previous page. Below that, you have the map. And then below that, you have the local map results, the local business listings. And then below that, you have SEO. So in today's Google auction, ads take up over half of the page on computers and mobile. And advertisers are allowed so much more copy to put in these ads. You can have 2 30-character headlines, 1 80-character description, a number of extensions that add on to your ad. So there's extensions. They have location extensions, which I showed you on the previous page. You have call outs. You have site links. You can see these links over here on this ad. You have structured snippets that they're called. You have all these other features. You have call extensions. You have text message extensions. And very few firms are taking, never mind firms, agencies, ad agencies aren't even utilizing all these features. So if you've tried Google AdWords in the past and you're an attorney, it may have failed for you. To be honest, 2 to 3, our clients go through at least 2 to 3 different firms before they meet us, and they've had negative experiences. It's just the way it works, because it really requires a lot of extra steps and deep experiential knowledge of how to make this work for your firm. So the number one mistake we see is people have no landing page or an awful landing page. And what is a landing page? Well, when you're paying for advertising, and if you have somebody click that ad and go straight to your homepage, that is not the right thing you want to do. Your homepage is not designed to convert people into new business. And there's a whole science out there called conversion rate optimization, where people are analyzing the traffic on a web page and how to improve that and in turn increase the amount of leads, orders, whatever out there. So you've got to have a page that converts prospects into leads in our industry. So that's what a landing page is. The sole purpose is designed to turn someone into a lead. And every niche is going to be different, but we'll show you examples. So first off, here's a horrible example. This person's actually paying for advertising to come to this page. And to be honest, when you first land on it, you see a bunch of text. I don't even know what this page is about. I don't even know if it's legal, to be honest with you, if it's a law website or a law firm when I first come here. It's not till you get deep into the reading the copy that you realize it's a law firm. And in today's audiences on Google, they're trained, and we want, users want instant gratification. So you've got to make it extremely easy for them to understand what's happening on the page, how to get a hold of you, what's the benefit of them reaching out and contacting you. So here's an example. Before I get to the example, if you have a good landing page, you could literally double the amount of leads you're getting for the same amount of money just by having this high converting landing page. And if you're advertising in legal and you're not using landing pages, then it's not going to work out for you, because the economics just aren't there. It's just too costly to advertise to not have a high converting campaign. So here is an example of a high converting landing page we've built. And it's for personal injury. Again, I'm going to use a lot of personal injury examples here because of how competitive it is and just what the results we're getting. If we could get results in personal injury, it's translating to all other niches as well, because they're less competitive. We do, we've got plenty of examples in other niches, but I want to focus here on injury. So you can see that the headline speaks to the user. If you've been injured in an accident, you may be entitled to financial compensation. So there's, calling out the user and then also explaining that there's a benefit. You might be entitled to financial compensation, and then everything else builds up the credibility of the attorney, and then also gears towards action. It's very action oriented. This is it's mobile optimized. To be honest, 80 to 90% of the traffic is mobile. Oftentimes we'll even turn off all other devices and just focus solely on mobile, because that's how much mobile has changed the course of the industry lately. It's very mobile. So this page is mobile optimized. If you came in on mobile device, it would be optimized to your phone, and it would be very easy for you to get a contact. We even include what's called a sticky bar. So there's call to actions that stick with a person as they're scrolling throughout the page. And you can see the contact info is very apparent, immediate calls to actions. And then we develop landing pages for every niche. So even within personal injury, there's niches. So you've got, car accidents, you got general personal injury, you have slip and falls, dog bites, all the different, niches that go into personal injury, and every single niche needs its own page. And what you're really looking for, ideally, is a 1-to-1 ratio of search query to ad copy to landing page. So you want everything to match up and be identical, everything to mirror that person's search. That's what leads to success, is relevancy. So to take it a step further, like I said before, there's a whole science to making websites and web pages improve and perform better, and it's called conversion rate optimization. So, there's things that you could do to include this, and we do this for every single client. You include heat maps, you do A/B testing, we test headlines, we test dynamically inserting the keyword that someone has searched on into that page, and all this improves the performance.